it's just a game you're playing. I know you want me to guess, but all I really feel like saying is yes, 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 yes. I stood on your mountaintop hollering, swam across your deep blue sea. I offered you my last dollar and you took it from me. But I don't mind at all now. I'm not as dumb as I may appear. I'm always a little bit closer, like an object in the mirror. I give myself a wink and say just what you want me to say. If this is just a game, if that's what you think, then I just want to play. You can make up the rules as you go. Oh, I don't even want to know them. Just let me know when I win. Best 2 out of 3 then. I know you won't fight fair, but I'm on my feet, I can't be beaten. I won't cheat, I swear. The ball is in your court now, and the clock is counting down. But if this goes into overtime, I gotta see that I'm sticking around. So you put on that dress now. Each sport has its proper attire, and I'll put on my jacket, and if you want, we can call it a tie. Don't worry, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, I'm gonna kick your ass, but if this is just a game we're playing, I'm gonna play it with class. You can make up the rules as you go. Oh, I don't even want to know them. Just let me know when I win.
I feel
You feel alive?
I feel happy of myself.
I feel happy with myself too. What do you got? Any words of wisdom? What about for all the other kids trying to learn how to ride their bike? Can you say anything to them?
Everybody, I know you can believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will know how to ride a bike. If you don't, you just keep practicing. You will get the hang of it, I know it. If you keep practicing, you will get the hang of it, and then you can get better and better at it as you do it.
Give me some thumbs up.
Thumbs up, everybody!
All right.
For rock and roll!
Oh yeah, welcome to game night. Dad's getting the questions ready. He'll be coming on at 8:30. We'll start this OK Google It. That's the name of the game show. First right answer in the chat, no matter how you get that, no matter how you get there. First right answer in the chat will get the point. Move around the racetrack and see who wins. But no Sisyphus, no Sisyphus. I ain't working in the town. I ain't pushing no stone up no hill just to watch it roll back down. No, I will always be free. If you wanna know, wanna show you you have. But ain't no one ever saying to me, hey, where you think you're off to now? Oh, I ain't working in no factory, no, never again. As long as I was working in that factory, I ain't never had no friend. No, I will always be free. And if you wanna know, I wanna show you how. Ain't no one ever saying to me, where you think you're off to now? Get back here. No, not for no dollar a day. I'll take one of those peaches though, and I'll be on my way. I will always be free, and if you wanna know, I wanna show you how. But ain't no one ever saying to me, where you think you're off to now? Oh, love to show you how. But ain't no one ever saying to me, hey, where you think you're off to now? Woo! Hey, everybody. Y'all come to play? Y'all come to win? I hope you came to win. Hey, Percy. Percy came to win. Percy's like, I think I know the answer. I think I got it. Is the answer ball? Ball. I like to phone a friend, but I already know the answer. I just want to talk to my friend too. I'm just so excited. I just want to tell him I know the answer. You know you're only getting older when you start thinking it was better back then. You can no longer trust your eyes. Is there something wrong with the sunrise? Lord, how many times can I make the same old stupid mistake? I should know by now what it takes to be wise. I'm running out of time, and everybody's in a one-man band. Everybody's on a one-night stand, hand in hand, they're heading to the end of the earth to look over the side. Hey, you wanna ride? Now can we talk about kids these days? Isn't that what every generation says? But you know one day they're gonna be right, and no one will survive. Last man alive, he's picking up pieces of the pie, watching silver birds circle in the sky, watching firemen walking around the fire just biding their time. Something's on the rise, and everybody's in a one-man band. Everybody's on a one-night stand. Hand in hand, they're heading to the end of the earth to look over the side. Hey, you wanna ride? Everybody's in a one-man band. Everybody's on a one-night stand. Hand in hand, they head to the end of the earth to look over the side. Hey, you wanna ride? Woo! Got my heart beating fast already. That's right, we came to play, folks. Came to play. It's OK Google It night with my dad. Got him on the line. Percy's ready. Oh, yeah. He likes the glitter cam. He's like, oh man, he saw the glitter cam was on upstairs and he ran down here. He's like, you glitter camming? Let's do it. Yeah. That's exactly right. Wasn't that an inspiring speech from the kid at the beginning of the show? If you missed it, you have to go back and look at that later. It's so good. All right. Well, hey, we got a special gift for you here in just a second. I'm going to play Willie T. Taylor's Fightin' Man that he recorded for the Tiny Desk. He got it in at 11:55. The deadline was midnight. Now I guess he just has to make sure he was in the right time, right place in the world when he did it. No, I think he got it in on time. This following clip was brought to you by Eat More Meat Products.
Eat more, eat more, eat more meat products. They're the finest meat products you can buy.
49 varieties of luncheon meat, favorite meat for your luncheon treat.
Get eat more, eat more, eat more meat products. They're the finest meat products you can buy.
Well, that's right, kids. You already know this, but does your mom and dad know it as well? Be sure to remind them that you want to eat more. There's nothing you want more than an eat more. Say, Mom and Dad, we need to eat more. Eat more. Eat more, kids.
49 varieties of luncheon meats, favorite meats for your luncheon treat. Get eat more, eat more, eat more meat products. They're the finest meat products you can buy.
You were crazy's child, raised in a different kind of wild. When the whirlwind came, you rode it out in style. But it took your smile and it dropped you on a crooked mile. It's alright, I understand. Nothing can be easy when you're dealt that hand. Nothing's ever easy for a fighting man. You were the hardest one. You had the hardest time. When your body broke down, you kept it running on wine. You got hard to find as it eased your haunted mind. It's alright, I understand. Nothing can be easy when you're dealt that hand. Nothing far away, sitting in your chair at home, just hoping that those thoughts don't come. Well, this fight's not done, and you know you're not the only one. It's alright, I understand. Nothing can be easy when you're dealt that hand. Nothing's ever easy for a fighting man. And I understand. Nothing's ever easy when you're dealt that hand. Nothing's ever easy for a fighting man.
YouTube audio library number 10. I was commissioned to do 10 pieces. I like this part. I was commissioned to do 10 pieces for the YouTube audio library, just instrumental music that people can use for their content on YouTube. And my deadline is Friday, so I've been really busy sinking my teeth into that this week. And I got 10 in here. They're not mixed though. They're tracked, but they're not mixed. Here, I'll play you a few seconds of each one. Number 1. It's a fun quarantine project. Thank you, YouTube, so much. I had help from the webcast on this one. I gotta skip ahead to when it comes in. Second one, those are Willie T. Taylor's cricket effect from his webcast. He bought a little handheld noisemaker for his webcast, for his live streams. Pretty proud of that right there. Third one. Oh yeah. Quarantine Spaghetti Western. Third one. Oh, that's cool, Carl. I'm in New Mexico. It's in me. Here's 4. Oh, I might have to fix these drums. I like how sloppy they are, though, in a way. Fun thing to do is to just play them to random YouTubes, drone footage, see how it works, and to imagine what that might, what kind of video your music will go to. It's surprising sometimes. What is that sound? All right, here's 5. I might have to change one note of that melody, or add a harmony. Might have to throw it off the scent a little bit. Name that tune. It's funny though, I didn't worry about it as much because it's YouTube audio library instead of. Number 6. Oh yeah, the spoons are my favorite part of this one. That's a cool thing about spoons, is the way they use your fingers, and the fact that, you know, most music we listen to is counted in 4. It's 4. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's 4s. A lot of 4s, and we just happen to have built in the natural 4 right there. But there's this move they do in spoons where you get. I'm looking at the webcast at the same time. And you can do that with just a couple of spoons. I should do it with actual spoons because this is a good quarantine task or whatever. Everybody could get really good at spoons. I apologize to any significant others that are now going to have the other practicing spoons. But that's why God made the back porch. Here's the 7th one. All right. I dusted off my clarinet the other day. Exactly. I should put a jug in there. There's got to be some jugs around here. That might be Crack the Case soundtrack material right there. So what you're saying is, he left the package by the mailbox. Here's number 8. See, this is where I think I'm going astray. I'm gonna have to mix this tonight and make it more acoustic. I'm supposed to do acoustic-y stuff, and I got a little carried away. But this just hadn't been mixed yet. Maybe I'll add an ukulele. Little finger picky, fluttery ukulele. And here's number 9. This is acoustic-y. Yeah, the baritone sax was a fake. It's a MIDI. I started with clarinets and then added fake horns to make it a full section, because all I have is a clarinet and a broken saxophone. I'm gonna get a baritone sax for real though. I think that might be my whole identity. It might be what I was put on the planet to play. You never know. I might pick up the baritone sax and be like, whoa. I like this. This could be put to happy video footage or sad video footage. Baritone sax really rocks. And last but not least, number 10, which we heard over Willie's Bubble. Oh, we already did that. Yeah, so that's been a really fun task. All right, well, I'm going to take a look here and see about making sure we got Dad on the line here. And let's see. Hey, Percy. Percy's ready to play tonight. Welcome to OK Google It. We are about to start the game. We we started this. I guess this will be the third episode, and Dad has been enjoying coming up with the questions. Oh, there's a knock on the door there now. Look at this. It looks like it's he's stepping into the room. Here, let me get him set up. Oh, look, he's there. He's ready. I was about to cut away to get you ready, but you look like you're pretty much ready. Let's do this. Look who it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to go ahead and go on in because it's so hard for me to mix the sound anyways when other videos are playing. So we might as well just hop on in. You're live, Dad. Say hey to everybody.
All right. Just let me get this off my computer.
Can you hear me?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Yeah, I'm good.
Sweet.
I had some technical difficulties, and now I have to. My protection's expired, and I want to renew or okay. I want them to leave me alone.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Renew.
Don't you hate that invasion?
All right,
It's
said okay.
It's just not okay.
It was terrible. Happens a lot.
Hey,
They are the virus, but
right.
that's another story.
That's a whole other virus, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's
How you hanging in there?
whew, it's up and down. I'm having some good days and good times every day, but it's slow.
Mm-hmm.
But and then something good will happen, and I'll be happy, and everything. I'll forget about how slow it was a little while ago, and then I'll go on
Right.
and get something else to do. I keep active. I try to keep active.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. You just try to keep checking in on people and seeing what you're doing. Read a little bit and think about stuff. And day goes on pretty good.
Yeah.
Throw in Andy and Mayberry now and there, and
It never hurts.
it never hurts.
You know what show I've watched a million times? Every episode I've seen several times. I could say that about a lot of shows, but I love Columbo.
Yeah. I always liked him a lot too. He reminded me he reminded me a little bit with his hair and everything of Claude.
I know. I think that all the time. Yep.
Because he had that dark wavy hair.
Mm-hmm.
And Claude could have acted him. He could have pulled it off. But that was a good character. Those were good shows. They had good plots. I liked the mystery part of that. I like mysteries. So
Yeah,
those are fun to.
I often wonder what
watch.
it is about that show that I like so much that I find so comforting. I don't even know. It was just my default there for a few years to where I was just like, I watched once I got to the end of all the seasons, I just sort of started back at the beginning again. It was like, I I just liked having it on. You know, I think I would write songs
Yeah.
and stuff while it was on. It was just like this nice radio show or something, nice little soothing presence. The pace of it, the tone of it, and his personality. I don't know. It's a good one.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah,
Andy
Bill-
Griffith has that thing too, where there's just something comforting about it. The pace of it, the color of it, the way it's shot, the way they just everything about it on a deep level. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Let me check in with Cather for a second. What happened? Do you just need to? What happened? Oh, and it cut off the screen. Oh. Oh, so Pip jumped. Did we get? Was that? I guess we filmed that. Apparently, Pip jumped on the computer upstairs where the score is being kept, and you've tapped things, and it's interesting. All right, so should we just? So we've lost the screen upstairs, but we can see it here. But will you be able to line it up and stuff? You good? I'll come up and check on it here in a second. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, everybody. So, yeah, apparently the cat jumped on the computer that's streaming the scoreboard, and she lost the screen. Hopefully it just hit some kind of screen button or something. But I should go take a look at that here in a second. But for now, we're good because we can see it, so we'll just let it ride. So, Dad, why don't you start us off here by telling us the rules of the game we're about to play.
All right. So far, we're going to play 3 rounds. First round is 10 questions, 1 point each for the first correct response, and you'll elaborate on that. And then the second round is 6 questions, 2 points each. And the third round was 4 questions of 3 points each. Now, I think that's the way we did it, but I just made that up off the top of my head. So I think that's right.
Yeah, I think
Does
that's
that sound right.
So first round, 10 questions, 1 point each. Second round, 6 questions, 2 points each. Third round, 4 questions, 3 points each. Is that right?
I think that's right.
And there is a rule that says that we can't. That whoever wins a point has to set out the next question. And that rule applies all the way till now. There's some confusion whether or not that rule is waived for the whole last round or not.
I don't think we made a call on that. Do you want to make a call on it right now?
I sort of like the idea of
Somebody could run the table.
someone could run the table. It sounds sort of exciting.
Does it?
Sort of, yeah.
All right. Well, whatever
I mean,
you
they
say.
still got to
I
get the
don't
right answers, whatever it is.
care. Yeah, it's all right with me.
All right. Daniel just subscribed twice. I like the sound of that. Hey, if you are just tuning in for the first time, please join we're trying to get this show over to the YouTubes. So please subscribe to the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again YouTube channel. The link is in the description of this live stream. And feel free to share this feed and invite your friends to play. Today's prize is going to be a signed Hippie Fiasco Rides Again CD. And this is a very unique CD. I wonder if I'm stuck with this camera here. Let me see if I can change cameras on you. There we go.
That's better.
There you go, a little sloppy. But that's what you'll be getting now. This is a very unique CD. This was created on the original Hippie Fiasco Rides Again, which was, 2009, 10. I can't even remember. It was a while.
Was that long ago?
It was that long ago.
Oh my goodness.
Right? Yeah, yeah. It sure was. But that was when we toured America, live streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 4 months, playing only where invited by people watching the live stream. So that's the whole reason why I fired this back up for quarantine. The whole idea was we got a lemon. You can see the lemon sunrise behind me back then, and quarantine was definitely a significant lemon. Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right?
Oh gosh.
You can't hear me?
No, unfortunately, I can hear you.
All right. Well, should we start the festivities?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start. I don't have any numbers good in front of me about how many I'm given, so keep track of it there with me. What question we're on.
Okay. Yeah, the scorekeeper's been doing
and
that.
Explain to them what we're about the first one that shows up on your screen and that.
Oh yeah, just so everybody knows, and so there's not too much frustration. Everybody's chat is different. It all comes in at different times, it seems. So my chat here is the official chat. Now, if anybody out there sees a right answer that I don't call out, please let me know, because anybody using a really old browser or some different computers don't show up in my chat for some weird reason. But with teamwork, we can make sure that every answer. Oh, that'll be tough though, order wise. Well, just let me know if there's someone I can't see. We'll try to figure something out. And yeah, so I think that's it. So it's the first right answer in my chat right here that I see on my computer. And whether you just know the right answer, or you have super fast internet, or you're quick with the Google, whatever it takes. Welcome to OK Google It. This is round 1, question 1. Get your fingers above the keys, and we are ready, Dad.
All right, question number 1. Now, here's an easy one. You shouldn't have to Google this one. What Pink Floyd album was on the charts for a record 570 weeks?
570 weeks. Oh. Dark Side of the Moon.
Correct.
Carl Mead, the defending champion, with the right answer. He won last week, and he's back to defend his title, and he's getting off to a good start. Carl Mead with the right answer, Dark Side of the Moon.
Number 2. Welcome back, Carl. I knew you'd be there, buddy. Who was the only man in 1978 to take the title from Muhammad Ali?
Ooh. You want to say it again?
Who was the only man in 1978 to take the title from Muhammad Ali?
Joe Louis.
Incorrect.
Larry Holmes.
Incorrect.
Sphinx.
Sphinx. S-P-I-N-K-S. Correct.
All right. So it looks like that was W. Let me double check, make sure that I didn't miss it. Yep, that looks like W. Alex Evans for a point on the board.
All right. I think we're ready. Congratulations. Yeah.
Well, there was a spelling question, but I think we're good.
I thought the way you said it, there might be.
Yeah, there was a spelling issue. I mean, you have ultimate say if you want to know more.
I'm fine. I
Okay.
don't think it, if it was a one pointer, it's all right.
Yeah.
Unless he spelled it like the Egyptian.
Well,
Yeah.
he might have. He spelled it.
Now that's a little different, isn't it? I think now we're talking about two different worlds.
Yeah, he did Sphinx. Sphinx.
Say it again.
Sphinx.
Oh, that's all right. That's phonetic. I always forgive that.
Nice.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah, who? If anybody's going to forgive that, I have to. How hypocritical could you be? Number 4. Where was that one?
Wait, no, I think this is 3.
You sure?
Yep. Carl got
Okay.
one and Alex got one. W did.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Number 3. Who was Jimmy Carter's vice president?
Who was Jimmy Carter's vice president? Great question. Hey, Courtney. Hey, KT. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Henry. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Eric. Mike. Leslie. Mondale.
Correct.
Oh, and that looks like it's Carl Meade with Mondale for the right answer. And then he ran himself too, right?
Right.
Against who?
Mm,
Reagan?
I
No.
think so.
Or was it?
I'm not positive.
I guess it would have been though.
All right, listen. I didn't come on this show to be asked questions. The reason I ask the questions is so I don't have to give the answer.
Right.
Okay?
No,
So don't,
fair point.
yeah, all right?
All
Thank
right.
you. All right. Who wrote Pilgrim at Tinker Creek?
Pilgrim?
Pilgrim.
Who wrote Pilgrim at Tinker Creek? Ann Dillard.
Oh, God, I hate to give her credit for that.
Annie Dillard.
Annie Dillard.
Annie Dillard.
Yeah.
It looks.
Ooh,
And let me make sure. Yep, Shannon's got the first one in there. Shannon Wolf with 1 point.
congratulations, Shannon. Everybody should read some Annie Dillard.
I don't think I ever have.
And
Is that the book to start with?
that's probably her most famous one, but she's got some beautiful books. She has she knows about the nature of Southwest Virginia, which is down really at the end of the valley from us. So a lot of her observations about nature. I remember you were talking about creeks last week. She knows everything about a creek life and writes about that in the books because that's what she does. But she's also a philosopher. Really good philosophy too.
Oh, that's
She's
cool.
she's a good writer. She'll take you there.
Annie Dillard.
All right, let's change the mood.
All right.
What is the name of the actor who played Archie Bunker?
What is the name of the actor who played Archie Bunker? Oh, I love that show too.
Classic.
Carol O'Connor.
Correct.
Looks like no, that wasn't who was. First one was Kimberly Swecker Page with a point. You are on the board, Kimberly. Congratulations.
Go, Kimberly.
Right answer.
right.
Carol O'Connor. What a great actor. Then In the
Yes,
Heat of the
sir.
Night was his next show after that. I love that show too.
Yeah, that one's replayed all the time on the cable, isn't it? Yeah. All right. We ready to move on? Oh, I want to say, well, I'll just say that later. Here we go. What registers a 10 on the Mohs, MOH' scale?
What registers a 10 on the Mohs scale? MOH''S. What registers a 10 on the Mohs scale? Interesting question. Hardness, rocks, diamond.
Diamond is correct.
All right, good job. That seemed like somebody that knew the answer. W with a point.
Cool.
There's a lot of right answers, though, in here. Diamond. I love it. People came to play. Congratulations, W. And it's a 2-point, it's a 2-person tie for first place here with Carl Mead and W. Alex both with 2 points, followed close behind by Shannon and Kimberly with 1 point each.
All right. Are we ready? What number are we on? 7?
Let's see. That'd be 2, 4, 6. This will be 7. Yep.
Who is the fisherman apostle? Who is the patron saint of Scotland?
Whoa. Who is the fisherman apostle who is the patron saint of Scotland? Who is the fisherman apostle, the patron saint of Scotland? Peter.
No.
Patrick.
Nope.
A lot of Peters in here. St. Andrew. With a rose in and out of the garden, he goes.
Andrew is correct.
Oh, Andrew. Oh, wait, no. It is right. So
Andrew is the right answer.
Ah.
I just got hung up with. There's a lot of Peters in here, and I just my mind just kind of flew away.
Let me double. What'd you start thinking?
I was thinking about double entendre, and fake news could take that statement and ruin and run with it and make it something that you would be known for the rest of your life.
Andy,
hey, look, there's a lot of Peters in here. That's just. Now you really can't run for president. Well, you do that.
And then, of course, there was the Minnie Peters incident of 2020. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, of course, the person that got that question right, it was Andy Gadiel with a point. Of course, Andy would know Andrew. He knows all about that. He was probably named after St. Andrew. Yep, Andy's first. That was close, though. I like that there was a lot of Peters in there, though. That means people weren't Googling; they were going for it. They were like,
I agree.
They doubled down on Peter. They're just like, no, let it ride. Let it. I'm gonna let Peter. I'm gonna let it ride on Peter.
I agree. I agree completely. They did. They jumped on it. All right, number 8.
Here we go.
What are the 3 primary colors?
What are the 3 primary colors? Oops. The 3 you can do it, West Coast. You can do it, West Coast. We had somebody from Fort Collins win. That's sort of west. Dana, who lives right a few blocks over, was really struggling. Just go like this around your wireless router or whatever. That'll like heat up the energy cells, so you'll get your answers in a little quicker. Red, yellow, blue.
I believe that's right. Whoops, I lost my place. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's right.
Is it red, blue, yellow?
Yeah. I mean, there's no order.
Right, it's not green.
Well,
Because blue and yellow are green.
Oh, gosh. This is embarrassing.
Wait, we're double checking this. Temporarily, Carl Mead has the point, but we're verifying. Dad's going to have to get a prism and a white piece of paper and a good source of light. We will figure this out, folks.
Yeah, let's take a little break here. I gotta. Gee, I lost it.
Lost your place in the notebook?
Yeah, it just flipped over on me while I was grabbing the other one.
That'll happen.
And they all look the same. Oh, let's see.
Vocês colam no banco, com as mina com as bi, paga de trap e não sabe mentir.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And now I'm back on the plaque. Don't look surprised that I'm still singing, cause you know I have the knack. Can you believe what you see? Bet you can't believe it's me. Did you think for just 1 second?
No green.
All right, we're back. Red, yellow, blue was the right answer. And it does look like that goes to Carl Mead. So congratulations, Carl. Yes. You did it.
Yeah. All right. And number 9.
And that pulls him into first place. Number 9.
What is the name of the hottest type of hot pepper?
Ooh, what is the name of the hottest type of hot pepper? Ghost.
No, not according to 2004.
A lot of ghosts in here. Scorpion.
No. Remember that I wrote this in 2004, so these are probably newer breeds.
Carolina Reaper.
Good one. No.
Habanero.
No. Old school. I bet all these are newer ones that have been developed since this.
You might be right. The right answer has not come in yet. Whoops.
Huh, that surprises me.
Naga Morich?
No.
Tabasco.
No.
Jalapeno? Can't
Nope.
be. Can't be.
No.
Booyah.
No.
Boot Molokai.
I'm sure it is, but I don't know it.
Komodo Dragon.
There's only one answer, and I actually had heard of it, but not I know it's right.
Gout
For
Jalokia.
that,
Hey, Mike.
now, this is great. This is a real mystery.
Cayenne.
Is this no?
Viper.
You'd think no. This I don't understand enough about hot
Trinidad
peppers to,
Moruga Scorpion.
No.
Guys, you guys are going to have to go back to a 2004 Google. Cobra Venom. Cobra Venom.
Go to Wikipedia. Look at the history of hot peppers.
Cobra Venom?
No.
It's now they're sharing the top 10 hottest peppers in the world, but this is new information. We have to go by 2004. That's so funny. There you go, Carl Mead. Why aren't you doing that, Carl? Carl is saying Google hottest pepper 2004.
Carl has already done.
So it's not this but. A lot of people are saying but Jalokia, but I think it's just so they can watch me try to say it.
No, that's not what I have.
Dorset, Dorset Handa.
I think we ought to call it. And I'll tell them what it is, and they can get pissed off or whatever they want to do. But I've heard of it, so I didn't just write it out of a book straight out.
All right, so we're calling off this question.
I'm ready to.
Ancho?
No,
those are pretty mild. Okay, go ahead and tell us. We'll abandon this question. This is
I'll bet you. I'm betting you've heard of this. Scotch bonnet.
Scotch bonnet. Yeah. All right, Dad gets a point.
All right, my first score. All right.
I've heard of Scotch bonnet.
I have too.
Someone here shared this link Ryan did to the. Oh, it's too big to show in the thing. The top, according to his link. Oh, what a great profile pic, Ryan! Look at that, everybody. That's fantastic. But I can't. But according to his source, top 10 hottest peppers in the world at the moment. The top one is Carolina Reaper, then the Trinidad Moruga, then the 7-pot Douglas, then the 7-pot Primo. Now, then's the Trinidad Scorpion, and then the Naga Viper, then the Ghost Pepper, which I thought was the hottest. So, yeah, there's been a lot of hot pepper research since 2004, I think. That's so funny.
Isn't it? That's weird. I had no idea. More ways to hurt you.
Oh, wait. So we have two points in here. Scott W. Alex Evans says Scotch bonnet is another name for habanero, I think. And Henry says, I want my point from Steve. Did Henry have that answer in here? Oh, wait, she did. I see it now. All right, Henry, you got a point. You're on the board. We didn't have to abandon the question. I knew we could do it. I say we give Henry that point, 'cause she did have Scotch bonnet up there.
Sure. Definitely.
Bam.
She probably grows them.
Yeah, you probably do grow them. All right, awesome.
All right. This is the last one for the first round, right?
I think so. We got 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we got Carl Mead in the lead with 3, and W right behind him with 2, and then right behind them, Shannon, Kimberly, Andy, and Henry with 1 point each.
All right. So we want a question to finish it up. Let me get one that I had set in.
Oh wait! Oh, hold on. I'm doing a terrible job. There were so many answers coming through that maybe I missed some Scotch bonnets because I didn't know that was the right answer either. Let me look here. Let me look. Wait a second. Gosh, there's so many. answers in here. I love it. We should get one of our coding friends to make us some code that would just, we tell it what the right answer is, and the first person it'll just automatically figure it out for us.
Yes, we ought to have sponsors. We ought to go to commercials, and we ought to be getting paid. Yeah.
It's true. Scotch bonnet.
Ought to be's. Got too many ought to be's.
What do you see, scorekeeper? Oh wait, Gail Warren, habanero or Scotch bonnet. It was before Henry. That was before Henry. Oh, John Dodson. Oh, yep. God, it's hard to keep up with, so I shouldn't be too hard on myself. But on the other hand, I suck. Oh my goodness! Sorry, everybody. It does look like John Dodson gets the point. Let's see if did the scorekeeper confer with that already. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, I think we're straight now. Sorry about that, everybody. Thanks for keeping it honest. All right, we're ready then. Yep.
Ready, number 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Who was the first host of Saturday Night Live?
Good question. Who was the first host of Saturday Night Live? You know, one thing I loved about the original Saturday Night Lives was the host got to pick the musical guest. And
I didn't know that.
And it was super organic. So whoever was the host, so there was always a nice kinship too between the host and the musician. The whole show felt like this really close knit thing. All right, let's see. George Carlin.
Correct.
Yes, that is the right answer. And it looks like it's Bill DeBlanc, but let's see. Yep. Bill DeBlanc with a point to end round one. Bill, way to go. Carl Meade was answered first, but was wrong with Buck Henry. I've seen Buck Henry referenced way more than I've ever seen Buck Henry. Who was Buck Henry? I know I'm not supposed to ask you questions, but
well, what I know of Buck Henry is he's a really mousy guy with glasses, brilliant mind, and was behind a lot of the writing.
That's what I was thinking. Producing. That he was a writer. That's what made the most sense to me.
He was behind a whole lot of the humor and the attitude of that whole thing.
Right.
So that's what I know of him, and I don't know that much.
Well, that was a pretty good round one. We have a lot of people in here that came to play. It's really fun to see.
All right. So I need to take a break, and then when I come back, I'm going to try to tell the bat story before.
Oh, the infamous bat story. He's been asked several times if he would tell the bat story by former students that have tuned in to watch the show. And he never felt quite prepared to tell it, but he thinks he might be ready to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll know in about 5 minutes. I've got to go meditate a little bit and try to remember it. So I'll be back in a little bit.
Sounds good. All right.
How do I leave?
Oh, you're fine. I can just cut away to another camera.
Yeah.
Already done. You're free, and I'll see you back here in a few minutes.
All right. Thank you.
All right. While he catches his breath, here's one from the. Ooh, Yeah, it's still going. Here's one from the brand new Tea Leaf Green record. A really great song. Really psyched about this new release. There's so many bands that are putting out new records while in quarantine. What a thing! But it's we get to listen to the records with them often in their homes and stuff, and it's a pretty amazing way. And some cool videos are coming out. Here's one for their song "Shelter." Their new record's called "Destination Bound." Here's Tea Leaf Green.
To sleep while darkness screeches like a barn owl, or when the sky's fed up, wants to wash away our wicked ways. Everyone in shelter, a little place to hide away, where your worries are ignored. Leave your boots outside the door, and your baby's arms are warm. No one has to be born, no one's given any choice. You may have a silver spoon or be singing with a golden voice, but there are places in the world where the love's already gone. Well, good is luck if you don't have anything to bet it on, where your worries never cease, and you're burning like a beast, and you don't know what it means to get what you need. Calls. The rest of us would cheer and swear there was nothing really there at all. But if you join a caravan, cross a desert, free yourself, who could blame the weary hands that got the chains that hold them down? You set your worries down. Finally homeward bound, and your baby's love is found. Where your worries are ignored, leave your boots outside the door, and your baby's arms are warm.
Whoops. So here on the local front, we're still, Newtown Baking is still providing local pickup for local farms and farmers markets. You just have to go to Newtown, just Google Newtown. Just Google Newtown Baking and you put in your order, and then you come and pick it up on, I have to get my facts straight. I think the order has to be in by Monday, order over the weekend, and pick it up at the end of the week. And they actually have starter kits now for your garden with a tomato plant and a for doing that. And it looks like they're doing a really good job. A lot of good local farmers. You can see everything on the website. Explains it all really well and introduces you to all the farmers you'll be buying from. I think Dad's about ready. I don't have a bat song. Here's a good game show song. I do have to write a bat song. First he didn't know and he didn't know that he didn't know. Then he didn't know, but he knew that he didn't know. Later he knew, but he didn't know that he knew. And at last he knew, and he knew that he knew. And he was not alone. Put that on my tombstone. But he rode every road and he rode down the river and sang every song that he sung for the lovers. Leapt from the ledge, hung up in the night. He took it and shook it as he looked for the light that couldn't be shown. Yeah, put that on my tombstone. Somebody laughed, he'd second the motion, and though he defied it, believed deep in the notion that to ride the line where the sky meets the ocean, you gotta breathe in the air like it's some kind of potion. Each breath a wild wind blown. Put that on my tombstone. Well, he fought the good fight and he fled without grieving. In small-minded rooms, they said, I believe I'll be leaving. And he hung his hat where the woman he loved knew how to take it. Enough is enough. Yeah, he was not unknown. Put that on my tombstone. First he didn't know and he didn't know that he didn't know. It's a good theme song for our show here.
That's
all right. Are you back
song.
with us?
I'm back.
All right.
I'm back. I'm not sure I'm ready for the task. But
sure you are.
I am. I'm back. Yeah. So I might lose it. You know, every time I ever told a story, it comes out different,
Right.
and sometimes it wanders off and becomes another story. And so, you can, if you see me go too far in the wrong direction, you can head me on back. But I guess other than that, just kind of let me run with this.
Okay. I got no problem
So,
doing that.
all right, let's just see what happens. I'm gonna start out explaining the background. The story is it's about springtime and a young man's fancy turning to thoughts of love. It's about this time of year. It happens in May, especially around here. But you see people acting awful silly, and a lot of it has to do with something called sex. It's a biological thing that happens. So there's all that going on and all that energy of rebirth. It's not really about sex, it's about rebirth. And so this is a story of that happening to me. And the kid, this is a story, and I tell it to I was telling it to the kids because it's funny. But they don't know the total background. But this is the first, I tell them this is the first date I had with Marion, who was the mother of of your two brothers. And so this was the first date. Well, before the first date, I'm going to back up right now, and I've never done this before. But I'm going to read page 94 of my book, which is a poem entitled Marion. And that leads into the telling of the story.
Nice.
And that's what I think I'm going to try to pull off here. And I feel like I have my glasses on my head. You know that feeling when you wear them all the time? But they're not. So I'm going to have to go it without my reading glasses. Page 94. This is written in 2006. And Marion left us in about 92. So this is the first time when I saw you that first time, skipping, barefoot, cut off jeans, across the road in front of me. That long brown hair, yes, flowing. I had seen a fawn and her mother in the springtime. I'd seen the sunset on a Nag's Head day. I'd seen Andre's best rose in the garden. Had the bunting and the goldfinch at my tray, but nothing had come close to the beauty that was you that day in May. So that was the poem I wrote about the first time. Thank you. That was the poem about the first time I saw her. So this story and I told it one time just for the fun of it, and the kids loved it. And next year they wanted me to tell them the bat story. So it became an annual thing that at least one student in each class would come in and say, "Mr. Moore, you're supposed to tell us the bat story." You know, that was the first relationship I had with some of those kids. So it became like a tradition. Now, I didn't tell it all the time. I didn't tell it every year. And you have to be in the mood for it. So I couldn't really tell them I was going to do it like I've done tonight. Right. And I did this tonight just to try to make myself do this because so I'm going to try to do it, but I might have to stop. But I'm going to try. Do we have time? Do you want to do
Absolutely.
it? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to tell the bat story. And I'm going to pretend that I have my classroom in front of me, so we'll have all those characters that I used to hang out with. And so this is a story of, it happened right here in this building. I'm at Lehigh At the time, it was, I believe, John Lewis and junior high. Well, I was teaching there, and I had a buddy, Paul Expresso, wonderful friend, and the Latin teacher and coach. And I'd always stop by in the morning to check on Paul, and we'd talk about what was going on. So I stopped by, and I looked in the room, and he wasn't there. And there was this beautiful woman that was looking out across the yard there, and the sun was in her face. It was just the prettiest thing I'd ever seen. I realized it was the girl that had run in front of me a few days ago, and down there by the post office where Donaghy goes there. She lived across the street, and she was running across there with her mail. And then all of a sudden, there 3 days later, she's substitute teaching for my buddy Paul. So I said, well, that tells me something, that I was free at that time, and I thought, I think I should ask her out, or at least try to get to know who she is a little bit, find out what's going on here. And so I went over, I practiced. Well, first of all, when I poked my head in the door and saw her, she turned back and just smiled at me. And it just kind of melted me, and I kind of smiled back, but I didn't say anything, so I kind of stumbled away. I really didn't make a good first impression, unless leaving is the best I can do. But so I went by lunch. I decided I'm going to try lunch. So I practiced all during the morning, and I had a little speech to tell her. And I walked in, she was sitting at her desk, and I walked over and I looked down at her and I said, "Hi, I'm Marion." And she looked at me really funny for just a second, and then she just started laughing, and she couldn't stop laughing for a little while. And I got real red in the face and stumbled around with some things and said, "There's some music I'm going to go see. Would you like to go see it? If you think you'd be interested, I'm going to give you my phone number." So I did that. I walked out and said, well, that was a distinct waste of time. That was not going to go anywhere. So I got home that afternoon, and sure enough, the phone rings, and it's her. And her name was Marion. And she said, "Steve, I don't know who else to call, but I have an emergency. Could you come and help me?" And I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "There's a bat loose in the house, and I'm alone." And I said, "I'm going to be right there." And I jumped in the car, and I went over there, and I grabbed an old blanket out of the back of the car and went in. And sure enough, there was a bat flying around. And he landed in the drapes, and I threw the blanket up there, caught him in the blanket, and wrapped him up, and took him out and put him in the car. And I said, this was good. She was very impressed, and we decided to go out for dinner. We had a good time catching the bat. She thought that was pretty cool. So I did my job. And so I'm all excited. So I decide I got a little bit of time here. I'm going to run over and take that bat to show it to my son Nathan, because he was about 5 or 6. I'm saying, you know, got to show him a bat. You guys don't get to see many bats. So I drove over there, and I unwrapped the thing, and I unwrapped it. And now, do you remember? Did we see the bat? I think it had gotten away.
I'm not sure.
Do you remember? I don't think you saw it. I think when we got there, the bat was gone. He had crawled out from under there. So I don't. And so then I went on home. I said, "I'm sorry, I meant to show you a bat, but he got away." Well, I rolled the windows down. It was a spring day. It was warm. I rolled the window down, so that he could get out if he was in there. And then I went inside. I went home to my little place and got ready to go out to dinner. And when I came back, I searched the car again. I searched it twice and shook the blanket out and threw it away. And so everything was fine. I'm driving back over to pick up Marion. We're going to our first date. I couldn't be any more excited. And I'm driving over the hill there, and I come down, and I park, and I pick her up, and we get to, I've left something out. I might have to go back, but for now, I'm going to keep on going. She comes to the car. She's getting in the car. Oh, as we're going over the hill, it's starting to get dark, and it's starting, that wind's blowing. I'm thinking of Marion in the car, so I roll the windows up. We get over there. Marion's getting in the car, and I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to have to tell you the truth. There's an 11% chance that there's a bat in this car at this time. And I explained the situation. She said, well, if it's hiding, it's going to keep hiding, so let's just go. We can do it. And we did. And we were doing fine. We drove on down North Augusta. Yes, yeah, North Augusta. And we're going over there. We go where the fire department is now. We're driving up through there. And all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose. There is movement in the back of the car. There's flapping of wings. I look up into the rearview mirror, and I swear to God, there is that Dracula image from the 1930 movie of that bat that's in the back. You know, that bat is flapping. That bat was flapping right in the rearview mirror. He was right there, flapping. I'll never forget the image of him flapping. And then, of course, he ran straight into the mirror, or straight right around the mirror, came back around, went around our heads. I'm driving down the street. There's cars around us. There's places. I'm driving down the street. The bat is running around, and then there's quiet. And the bat stopped. And I looked down.
Oh.
And crawling up Marion's left leg through her cut-off jeans was the bat. She was petrified and was just beginning to start to scream. She had gone into shock at first. She was getting ready to scream. One of the things that, what a man is going to do. I put that left hand up there. I grabbed that bat. I watched his little mouth going right on into there. He was taking hold, and I threw him out the window. And everything was fine, except for one thing. And then there's a cross throughout the room, and everybody's looking, and there's always somebody that says, your window is up. And I said, yes, it was. The window was up, and you know what? The next thing that happened is that I had a bat in my crotch area. At this point, we were laughing at that point. So I said, I handled that. I'm going to handle this. I saw a parking place. I'm going down. We're right in front of the St. Francis Catholic Church in Stanton, Virginia. There's two old ladies in those black shawl, Italian-looking things. They walking up the street with a paper bag of groceries, each of them had in their arm. Two little old ladies. And they are walking up past the St. Francis Catholic Church. And I'd ripped that Punto station wagon up onto the curb. It flies out. I jump out of the car with my longish hair, and I go, whoop, and a bat flies out of my crotch area. And those two old ladies just looked at me. And I looked at them, and we looked at each other, and I said, excuse me. And I got back in the car and drove away. And that was our first date. That's how Marion met me. Amen. There's the bat story.
Oh, that was wonderful. That was
How'd it
wonderful.
go? Oh, but quite a little of it.
Maybe you should tell it every week.
Whew, that takes a lot out of you.
But yeah, but you know, after a year, you'd probably have variations on it that would, you know, it's like Arlo Guthrie telling the Alice's Restaurant story every night after night. He does it every night.
Right. Yeah.
That's a great.
Very easily.
That's a great story. I forgot about it landing on her leg. Oh. Eric Bang wants to know if was this the station wagon?
Yeah, the Pinto station wagon. Well, we had two. I don't know which one he's thinking. I had a green Pinto station wagon, and then I had a blue Falcon station
The Blue
wagon.
Falcon. I ended up with the Blue Falcon. Your license plate said no fare. You remember get what was your inspiration for the no fare license plate?
I didn't have any at all. That was a gift from a friend of mine named Harry. Harry gave me that for Christmas one year.
And he decided that it would say no fare?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
There's a story there.
There's
but I
got to
don't
be a
wanna
story
tell it.
there. I gotcha.
I'm not telling that story.
All right, I think we're ready here for round 2.
All right, I found my glasses, so that's very good. See, this is 6 questions, right?
Carl,
Here we go.
Carl Mead says one of my YouTube tracks that I've been working on would be great behind the bat story. That's the other thing, some musical accompaniment for your stories.
Yeah, I'd like for you to put it together. If it's good enough, I'll look at it and see if I like it. I might have to do it 10 times.
There's somebody that's doing a webcast now or a live stream where she takes a poet and a musician and they both are streaming in, and the musician starts playing, and the poet reads some of their work over top of it. And I was wondering if maybe me and you should do that. I could do the music and you could read your poems.
I'd love to do that sometime. Yeah, that would be fun.
She reached out to me, and you were the first person I thought of.
Cool.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, we'll take a look at the scoreboard here. After round 1, Carl Mead with 3 points, W. Alex with 2 points, followed close behind by Shannon, Kimberly, Andy, John, and Bill. I'm not sure how many are still in the arena, but with round 2 coming up, it's a 6-question round with 2 points each for each question. Now, remember, you can't win 2 questions in a row. But it's still obviously anybody's game. You're 2 questions away from first place at the moment. And so if you do get a question right, you have to set out the next question, give everybody a chance to get on the board. And here we go with round 2. Is the scorekeeper ready? And Dad, are you ready?
I am.
Yeah, she's ready to roll. Thank you.
All right, number 1.
Here we go.
It used to be you go into a store and buy a fish by this name, but now that same fish is called by its Hawaiian name, Maui Maui. What did it used to be called?
What did the Maui Maui fish, Hawaiian fish, used to be called?
And there's a good reason why. It was changed.
Oh, Will Taylor's watching. He was asking if the license plate was no fare, F-A-R-E, or F-A-I-R. Definitely no fare, F-A-I-R. think we still have that license plate somewhere. Dolphin.
Correct.
All right, we got a right answer. It looks like the right answer comes from Hunter Moore. Congratulations, you're on the board.
Good job, Hunter.
You're
All
on
right.
the board. Nice. Wait, Hunter has 2 points? Oh, that's right. We're 2 points for every question this round. I was like, oh, sweet. All right. Question number 2.
The interesting thing there is that remember they had to change the name because people didn't want to eat flipper.
Who wants to eat dolphins?
Yeah, and so they had to. That's why, because the dolphin, it's not anything. It's a beautiful yellow fish. In fact, I think dolphin means yellow in Spanish, maybe.
It's a good thing we're clearing this up for people that didn't know already, because they might stop eating Maui Maui now that they found out it's dolphin. But it's actually actually the name of a fish, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's a dolphin fish. Wonder why they use the same name twice. There must be a story there for why they have the same name. Dolphin's such a weird word.
I don't know. Maybe they. There's lots of theories. Might be something with their language that they need to have more than one syllable to understand what they're saying. I don't know.
Is there a fin on a fish called a dorsal fin?
Uh-huh.
Is dolphin short for? Is that the one on top, or on the side?
It
side
is.
Or?
I think it's the one on top. Yeah.
All right, I'm just thinking out loud.
Here we go.
I know. I'm sorry. I did it again. Ah, wait. Nathan, I just slapped my wrist.
All right, moving on. I'm not going to get hung up with it.
Enough.
Here we go. Crossword puzzle word. 4 letters. Abominable snowman.
Crossword puzzle word. 4 letters. Abominable snowman. Yeti.
Yep.
Oh, Dana with the point, 2 points on the board. That's
All
the
right.
right answer, Dana. Yes.
Go, Dana.
A lot of right answers, but you beat them to the punch. What W guessed? That's a strange guess. It's only 3 letters, and it's ego.
That's funny.
All right, congratulations, Dana. You're on the board. Yeah.
All right, number
3.
3. What was the first planet to be discovered by an astronomer with a telescope?
The first planet to be discovered by an astronomer with a telescope. Gail is wondering, how did you all post before the question was asked? You might want to refresh your browser, or depending on how you're watching this, you might want to refresh the stream. It usually gets caught up a little bit closer by doing that. We have guesses here. Mars.
No.
Venus.
No.
Jupiter.
No.
Uranus.
Yep.
Shannon Wolf with the right answer. Let me make sure it was the first one. It looks like it. Congratulations, Shannon. 2 points to you for Uranus.
Yeah, that's it brings back terrible memories teaching 9th grade earth science.
There's just no way around it.
It's horrible.
You have to go through it. There's no way around it. You have to go in.
I would practice Uranus.
That doesn't sound any better.
At some point, the Southern would come out, and I'd say Uranus. And then there'd be on the third row, there'd be one kid who wasn't a bad kid, but he'd start to snicker.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd start to snicker. And I would just have to correct him, and I'd say, "What are you looking at? What are you snickering about?" And then I would start to snicker, and then I would lose the classroom once again. Yeah, that was in my younger days. But I avoided Uranus. In fact, you have people living in Stanton that only think there's 8 planets.
You just didn't teach them that.
I never taught them that because I didn't want to talk about it. That's just the way it is. That's kind of funny.
Will Taylor thinks he was that snickering kid.
Could be.
Here we go.
All right.
Next question.
Tell me if I've already done one of these because they all start to look the same. What if you weigh 180 pounds on Earth? What would you weigh on the moon?
Ooh. If you weigh 180 pounds on Earth, how much would you weigh on the moon? Good question. I could probably go fix myself some iced tea during this one. 45.
No.
30.
Correct.
Whoa. Look at that. How did that happen so quick? Shannon Wolf with 30, the right answer. Look at that.
Well, she remembered that she was taught 1/6. And you weigh 1/6 on the moon. So she took 1/6 of 180 in her head and came up with 30.
And that puts Shannon in the lead with 5 points.
Cool. All right, where are we? Are we near the end of that one?
Let's see. We have 2 questions to go. Question 5.
All right. I'll go back to the other book here.
Oh, yeah, you have to sit out this question, Shannon. Again, if you feel your delay is really bad, refresh your browser or reload the page on your phone or whatever. And oh, Shannon says she got 2 in a row. So which 2 in a row did she get? So we should I guess the last one. So we should take the second answer that was 30, which was Ryan Leonardo. And Ryan, you are on the board. Here he comes, folks. Oh, and that takes Shannon out of the lead, back down to tied for first place. Look at this. That's anybody's game for sure. We got 3, 2, 3, some 1s and several 2s. Everybody is still in this game, folks. Question 5.
All right, here we go. The world is too much with us is a sonnet by what poet?
The world is too much with us is a sonnet by what poet? Sonnet by what poet? No, I want to read it now. We should have that handy.
Yeah.
You don't have it handy, do you?
Nope.
That's true, Shannon. Shannon says it doesn't pay to be honest. Wordsworth.
Correct.
That is the right answer, W. Bam. Ka-ching. Wordsworth is right, and that puts W in the lead with 4 points. Final question of round 2.
Ebenezer Scrooge is a character in a work by what author?
Ebenezer Scrooge is a character in a work by what author? Dickens.
Correct.
All right, it looks like Leslie Jones Evans got the right answer with Charles Dickens. All right, Leslie, you're on the board. Congratulations. A lot of right answers. You guys are good players here. Tell you what. So was that was it for round 2?
Yep. So we have 4 more questions.
4 more questions. These are worth 3 points each. And there's no longer the rule about not being able to do 2 in a row. So it's still definitely anybody's game. The scorekeeper's getting a fresh page ready for round number 3. I want to thank you all for tuning in.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Can
please.
you give me 5 minutes?
Sure, absolutely.
I'm going to look through and smoke my pipe and look through and see if I can get the 4 best questions for him.
Okay, sounds good. He's going to get the 4 questions ready. I'm going to play Willie T. Taylor just made a video on his phone for his song "Young When I Left Home." What a great song, and what a great video. The first video he made with his new phone. I can't wait. More and more. Send me all your B-roll footage. It's all just gold. Such beautiful stuff. Here you go, everybody. We'll be right back for round number 3. It's anybody's game. Remember, we're playing to win. Oh, it fell. No, here it is. A copy of Hippie Fiasco Rides Again, the record that was made with the world. There are over 300 parts sent in for this record from people from their homes back way before quarantine. That's how we made this record back in the day. You'll get a special signed copy of Hippie Fiasco Rides Again to the winner. We'll be right back after this. Actually, this video was brought to you by Viking Chicks.
We'd like to get in a few good licks about our champion Viking chicks. Sturdy, healthy, strong, and bold, as the Vikings were of old. Viking chicks are sure to please. They're backed by the following guarantees.
We guarantee 100% livability the first 14 days. We guarantee our 1957 model Leghorns will give better and produce 10% more eggs on less feed. We guarantee that you'll have less picking and blowouts. We guarantee a more quiet bird. Order today. Order Viking Chicks from the Rochester Breeding Farms Hatchery in Rochester.
Poultry raising is no trick if you start with Viking baby chicks. Just ask the folks who really know there's only one place to go. Get Viking chicks, they're sure to please.
From the Rochester Breeding Farms Hatchery.
Pickup truck rolling over the ditch. Where me and my brother catch bullfrogs all day long. Some days we was naked just running in the sun. The radio was playing humming some sad country song. Didn't know my heart was breaking as the truck it rolled on. It's too complicated for me to understand. I was young when I left home where those eagles used to land. Humming soft like a butterfly would sing. It's a gravel crunch beneath us with the beat of every wing. As the truck had rolled on, I was standing on a seat as we crossed Cattle Guard where we'd walk down to the creek. I caught my first crappie on a Snoopy fishing pole. I was young when I left home in that lonesome fishing hole. Setting fast and the dust kept on flying as we went over the bridge that would flood in the wintertime. You couldn't see that bridge with the water flowing by, but my old man, he'd cross it with his eyes closed every time. And I never stopped to think that I wouldn't see it again. I was young when I left home and joined up with the wind. I was young when I left home riding in the wind. I was young when I left home, I'm still out here in the wind.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that awesome? What a beautiful, beautiful video. Good luck, Thrift Store Outfit. What a band. All right, so we're ready for round 3. It's anybody's game still. We're waiving the rule that you can't answer 2 in a row, so it's really anybody's game, seeing as each question is worth 3 points. So there's going to be some blood in this round, I think.
Ready?
Oh, wait, let me make sure I got you. I think we're good to go.
All right, number 1.
Here we go.
Baseball. Al Kaline and Cal Ripken were great players who were notable because they played their entire careers for a single team. They both played on an American League team, not the same team. What teams did each one play for?
And what were their names again?
Al Kaline, Cal Ripken Jr.
Al Kaline and Cal Ripken. Cal Ripken Jr. So there's 2 different teams here. We're looking for 2 answers.
Right.
I see a lot of single answers. Tigers and Orioles.
Correct.
That was Willie T. Taylor hitting a home run on his first answer. Of course, it'd be hard to get it'd be hard to get a baseball trivia question by Willie. I bet. I can't wait to get you two talking baseball someday.
Well, tell Willie, I would not have given that easy a question if I'd known you were playing. That was not even a challenge. No challenge there.
We had Tigers and Orioles singly before that right answer, but he was the first one to put them both together. Carl Meade right behind him. Look at that, Willie T on the board with 3 points. Anybody's game. Here we go. Yep.
What mammal in Africa has killed more people than all the lions, elephants, and water buffalo combined?
Wow. Say that one more time.
What mammal in Africa has killed more people than all the lions, elephants, and water buffalo combined?
Mm-hmm. Hippo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amanda with the right.
If you watch Naked and Afraid, you'd know that.
Oh, really? On Naked and Afraid?
Yeah, they always talk about all those things. None of them ever do anything, but they like to take
right.
They like to threaten us with it.
The hippo is the... So it kills more what?
People.
People. Why are people getting so close to him still?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you don't... I'm sorry. It's a question.
That's all right. One thing I'm betting is that they overturn boats load of people. You know, all they have to do is rise up on those long canoes, and they're going in the water, and a lot of them drown. So it's not like they're eating them; they're plant eaters. That's the irony of it.
Right. Yeah. With those teeth, you definitely would think they would be plant eaters.
I think if you learn that, you can learn from the hippopotamus that you can't trust all vegetarians. I think.
Well, that's a good point.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
That's exactly right. Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Amanda on the board.
Important questions here.
Yeah, this is anybody's game right here.
Number 3. What 19th century American writer said, "I went to the woods because I wish to live deliberately"?
What writer? You want to say it again?
What 19th century American writer said, "I went to the woods because I wish to live deliberately"?
We have Thoreau.
That is correct.
Right answer, Thoreau. Henry David. It looks like Melissa beat everybody to the punch with that right answer. Melissa Daly, congratulations. And you are on the board. It is truly anybody's game right now with one question to go. There are so many people on here that could possibly win. In fact, if you only have 1 point right now, you will tie for first place.
Okay, so I'm trying to find a good question here. And there's no hurry, because it's just creating more drama.
Right.
The more I look, building. You can feel it.
You
building.
can feel it.
Yeah. All right, I want the name of the song and the songwriter.
All right, this was a big question. We did a lot of these last week, but the format is it's going to be a lyric from a song, and we need the songwriter and the name of the song. Songwriter and the name of the song.
All right, Here we go. I don't think we did this one last week. If we did and you know it, we'll just do another one, but I don't think we did this one. Here we go.
Here we go.
Thinking about what a friend had said, I was hoping it was a lie.
Thinking about what a friend had said, I was hoping it was a lie. What a great song. Oh, it's anybody's game. Oh, I'm nervous. It's the most exciting game yet. After the Gold Rush, Neil Young.
Correct.
Oh ho ho! And we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Shannon Wolf. Doesn't that put her ahead? Yep. And with that question, she wins the race. Congratulations, Shannon. Send me your mailing address. I'll get out this this Hippie Fiasco Rides Again for you. And yes.
Congratulations, Shannon. That's great. It's a feather in your cap.
That's a beautiful thing. That was a good one. That was really anybody's game all the way to the end.
Yeah, I like that.
Are we? I guess my it was a really great game. Everybody, give yourselves a hand there. Well played.
Good job.
Well played. Beautiful.
That's great. That was fun.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready to head on down the road.
Thank you so much for doing this, Dad. That was a blast.
I enjoyed being here. It was fun.
It was some great questions.
You guys have fun out there and keep being good. It's all good. We're gonna be there.
Love you, Dad.
See ya. I love you too. Love all of you. Good night.
How about that? That was so fun. Wow. I guess we need a leaving song now. Thank you, Scorekeeper, too, everybody, and for everybody for playing along. That was one of the smoothest yet. What a fun show. Let's see. What should the leaving song be? I think I have an idea. Well played, everybody. Well played. Sitting in the shades of green, chickadee trills and the air's wet. I pet my dog and he knows what I mean. This is as good as I get. The radio announces explosions one by one. The bees are buzzing in their hive. Dad is laughing up in his room and I'm alive. And I believe in the actions of this Phoebe, who's built its clever nest upon my porch. A peaceful rain drops, and it's hard to believe in war. Joe is calling up his girlfriend. Nana's baking a pie. I've been reading Thoreau, living up in a tree, and not really wondering why. Oh, the sweet beauty of a flower's poverty, the magic starry nights. I named the gray squirrel Pedro and just been letting the bedbugs bite. I believe in the actions of this Phoebe, who's built its clever nest upon my porch. A peaceful rain drops, and it's hard to believe in war. I've been throwing logs onto the fire and preaching to the cricket choir and smoking an old corncob pipe, and soon these apples will be ripe. And we'll be picking apples and mandolins, be picking our noses, picking our friends, picking ticks off the dogs now and again. Yeah, a lot of picking and grinning. I believe in the actions of this Phoebe, who's built its clever nest upon my porch. A peaceful rain drops, and it's hard to believe in war. True story, true story. Thank you all for playing along. What a fun show. And yes, I am catching the talk of the us being sad that we didn't do Crack the Case on our usual Monday night time slot. Will was getting in meeting the deadline for the Tiny Desk NPR thing, and I've been working on my YouTube audio libraries. My deadline is Friday, so I really had to buckle down and focus, and I wanted to go deep on some stuff. So we're getting it all done, and we should keep ourselves guessing anyways, because there's nothing in stone here. We're exploring all the possibilities, and I've been a big fan of almost all of them. So I propose we do maybe a Crack the Case not on a Monday. I don't know. We definitely could do it Monday, but maybe we could do it Thursday. Maybe we could do it Friday. Maybe we could do it Saturday. Maybe we could do it in the morning. Maybe we'll do it in the middle of the night. Maybe we could do it in prime time. I don't know. But let's keep our nose to the grindstone, our ear to the railroad tracks, our feet on the ground, our heads in the clouds, and make this stuff happen. I know there's detectives out there that can't rest knowing that there's a case that needs to be cracked. And that's what makes us good detectives, and we will make all that happen. And so let's have some fun with it, and I will see y'all soon. Thank you, Dad, again. Thank you, Kethler, for keeping score. Thank you, Percy, for playing along. You were right. The right answer was ball for all the questions. And you, Percy, also get a Hippie Fiasco Rides Again CD for your Walkman. He loves his Walkman. God, he loves his Walkman. He just cannot get enough of that Walkman. It's so funny. See y'all soon.